Our planet is warming. This is not a distant threat, but a present reality. Global warming is no longer a matter of scientific debate. It is an urgent crisis demanding our attention. Driven by human activities, primarily the burning of fossil fuels. This encompasses rising sea levels and melting glaciers to more frequent and severe weather events. These changes pose significant threats to human societies and the natural world. The science is clear. We are living in an era defined by human influence on the planet. Our actions have consequences that extend far beyond our immediate surroundings. The choices we make today will determine the fate of generations to come. This is not a time for despair, but for decisive action. We have the knowledge, the tools, and the capacity to address this crisis. The question is, will we act in time? The urgency of this moment cannot be overstated. We are at a crossroads, facing a choice between a future marked by climate chaos and one where we mitigate the worst effects of climate change and build a more sustainable future. The path we choose will define our legacy as a species. The time for complacency is over. The time for action is now. Section 2. The greenhouse effect, a delicate balance disrupted. To understand global warming, we must first understand the greenhouse effect, a natural process that keeps our planet habitable. Certain gases in the Earth's atmosphere, like carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor, trap heat from the sun. This trapped heat keeps the planet warm enough to support life. Without the greenhouse effect, Earth would be a frozen wasteland. However, human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels for energy, have significantly increased the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. This enhanced greenhouse effect is like adding extra blankets to our planet, trapping more heat than is necessary and causing Earth's temperature to rise at an alarming rate. The consequences of this disruption are far-reaching. Rising temperatures are melting glaciers and ice sheets, causing sea levels to rise and threatening coastal communities. The delicate balance of ecosystems is being disrupted, leading to biodiversity loss and jeopardizing the services that nature provides, such as clean air and water. Section 3. Signs of change. Evidence of a warming world. The evidence of a warming world is all around us. Global temperature records collected over decades show an undeniable upward trend, with the past few decades being the warmest in human history. This warming is not uniform. Some regions are experiencing more dramatic temperature increases than others. The Arctic, for example, is warming at twice the rate of the rest of the planet. The consequences of this warming are already being felt around the world. Glaciers are retreating at an alarming rate, contributing to rising sea levels that threaten coastal communities and infrastructure. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, heat waves, and wildfires are becoming more frequent and intense, causing widespread damage and displacement. The oceans, too, are bearing the brunt of climate change. As they absorb excess carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, they become more acidic, threatening marine life and ecosystems. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, are particularly vulnerable to ocean acidification, which can lead to coral bleaching and death. Section 4. The human cost, impacts on health, ecosystems, and society. The impacts of climate change extend far beyond the physical environment. They are deeply intertwined with human health, well-being, and social justice. Rising temperatures and extreme heat events can lead to heat stroke, respiratory problems, and cardiovascular disease, particularly in vulnerable populations such as the elderly and those with pre-existing health conditions. Climate change also threatens food security. Changes in temperature and precipitation patterns can disrupt agricultural yields, leading to food shortages and price spikes. Water resources are also at risk, as droughts become more frequent and severe in some regions, while others experience more frequent and intense flooding. Furthermore, climate change is a driver of displacement and migration. As sea levels rise and extreme weather events become more common, people are forced to flee their homes in search of safety and security. This displacement can exacerbate existing social and economic inequalities, leading to conflict and instability. Section 5. Turning the tide solutions for a sustainable future. The challenges posed by climate change are daunting, but not insurmountable. We have the knowledge and tools to build a sustainable future. Transitioning to renewable energy is key. Investing in solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal is crucial. These technologies offer a clean alternative to fossil fuels. Improving energy efficiency reduces emissions. Sustainable land management is vital. Protecting forests helps absorb carbon dioxide. Policy changes accelerate the transition to a low-carbon economy. Governments can implement carbon pricing and invest in renewable energy. Incentives for sustainable practices are essential. Section 6, The Power of One. Individual actions, collective impact. While addressing climate change requires collective action at a global scale, individual actions also play a crucial role. Every effort to reduce our carbon footprint, no matter how small, contributes to the larger solution. By making conscious choices in our daily lives, we can collectively create a ripple effect that extends far beyond ourselves. Simple changes, such as reducing our reliance on cars by choosing public transportation, biking or walking whenever possible, can make a difference. Similarly, reducing our energy consumption at home by using energy-efficient appliances, unplugging electronics when not in use, and adjusting our thermostats can have a significant impact. Supporting businesses and organizations that prioritize sustainability is another powerful way to make a difference. By choosing products and services from companies committed to reducing their environmental impact, we can encourage a shift towards more sustainable practices across industries. Raising awareness about climate change and advocating for action is crucial. Talking to our friends, families, and communities about the urgency of the issue can help galvanize support for climate action. Section 7, A Call to Action, Shaping a Brighter Tomorrow. The future of our planet hangs in the balance. The choices we make today will determine the course of the climate crisis and shape the world we leave behind for future generations. This is our moment to rise to the challenge, to summon our collective will and to act with the urgency and determination that this crisis demands. The solutions are within reach. We have the knowledge, the technology, and the capacity to transition to a low-carbon, climate-resilient future. What we need now is the political will, the social mobilization, and the unwavering commitment to turn this vision into reality. Let us choose action over apathy, hope over despair, and a future where humanity and nature thrive in harmony. This is not just a fight to save our planet, it is a fight to create a more just, equitable, and sustainable world for all. Let us embrace this challenge as an opportunity to build a better future for ourselves and for generations to come. The time for action is now.